Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Too Faced Gingerbread Collection 2019. If you're new to my channel and you would like to be entered in a giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe, and that's all you have to do, and you automatically get entered each month as long as you're still subscribed to this channel. All right, moving on to the 2019 Too Faced collection. I'm going to look at the Gingerbread Bronzed and Kissed, as well as the puffer one that is also exclusive. And I'm also going to be looking at the Let It Snow Girl collection that also I got in the mail today, and I will be reviewing all of these for you. So first is the Gingerbread Bronzed and Kissed collection. It retails for $39, and it comes with an interesting little pencil case or makeup case. I think it's really huge. I don't know what you guys think, but you know, it also comes with a lipstick and a bronzer. Now, the selling point for me was the bronzer, and I was very curious to see how it performed. And so the lipstick, it's a very orangey red color, very brick color, and so we're going to have a look at those in a moment. The packaging, you know, has this big gingerbread, and they're actually wrapped inside this interesting little paper wrapping. So once you open it, you'll see that the collection is included inside the pencil case or the makeup case. I keep calling it a pencil case because to me really it looks like a pencil case, or like maybe something to store brushes in. The lipstick comes in the shade Gingerbread Girl, which is similar to last year's Gingerbread Girl liquid lip, but for me the selling point was really the bronzer and this beautiful looking gingerbread man. However, as you can see, I just smudged it here with my thumb, so really you know, whatever they used to make this look white on the top, it's already over. Then we have the Kissable Powder, I guess, and this is also smelling like gingerbread, and it says fun to put on, even more to kiss off. So this is not the first time they're doing something like this, but I guess, you know, it's a real question of as far as like, do you want to smell like gingerbread or not? I don't know about you, but this retails for $32, and last year they came out with something similar with the Tinsel collection and also the Path Plus collection. So it's not really a brand new concept, it's just that this time it smells like gingerbread. So if that's really something that you want, the label peels off like this, and you know, for about $32, I don't know if you know, if someone's really interested in this. It's definitely a novelty gift for sure, for a limited edition gift. But you know, if you want to go around smelling like gingerbread, or maybe, you know, I guess it could be something used privately, then it might be for you. But so far my favorite has been this bronzer with the gingerbread man on it. Now we're going to compare this bronzer to other bronzers in a moment, and I will get back to that one very shortly. So moving on to the Let It Snow Girl, it retails for $49, and as I explained in my earlier video before it was launched, this was not something that I was even interested in, but I wanted to make sure I get it, so I review it for you guys, so you don't have to buy this. And so with this palette, it's their usual cheap quality holiday makeup. It's designed to look pretty as a gift, but for me personally, I don't think I would get any use out of this quality product. And you know, as last year, they did the Christmas tree one, and it's pretty. The packaging is always pretty, but the performance is always you know, underwhelming. So it always has a bronzer, a blush, and I'm assuming the last one is going to be the eyeshadow palette. So far, you know, it's interesting the way it opens, but you know, storing these round pans are difficult. they gave you a lot more shades this year as opposed to last year when you had the Christmas tree, which I think only had like 6 or so shades in there. And the formula itself is very dry, so I will show that to you in a moment. So as you can see with the way it opens, it slides open at the top, and then you have all your very dry formula shades. I mean, again, they always have to do that one little purple in there. I don't know why, but they have that one purple, that one green, and they always include a silvery color in there. And the formula, I have to say, feels really dry on my skin, and it's definitely not creamy or anything, and the glitter is very, very rough to the skin, and I'm sure it's not going to be very long lasting either. So if you're really planning this to get it for yourself to as a long-term product, I don't think that's a good idea. But if you want something pretty to give someone, then that's a different matter. Like I said, last year's Christmas palette was a much better quality palette, although I would never say any of these holiday palettes are great, but I think that because they gave you less shades, they probably put more effort into it. At least the glitter did not feel as rough on my skin as it does this year for this collection, so I would totally give this a pass. So I want to go ahead and compare the bronzer with their other bronzers that they've previously released. I want to go into my vault here and pick out some bronzers that they previously released, like the Milk Chocolate Soleil and the Chocolate Soleil. So this one's the Chocolate Soleil, is supposedly the darkest one that I have, and so I want to go ahead and see if the shade, if the color here is more deep or less deep than the Gingerbread palette, which came out this year. So swatching this with a brush, I didn't really get much pigmentation show up on my arm or anywhere, so I decided to just look at how it will show up on the finger versus the gingerbread man. They both really smell the same, even though one is supposedly gingerbread smelling. When I compared the smells to each other, they both really smelled more chocolatey. And as you can see, as far as the finger swatches, you'll see that the gingerbread man is a little bit more orangey toned versus the Chocolate Soleil is more cool tone. So if you own the Chocolate Soleil and that's a good shade for you, I don't know if the gingerbread one would be as great, and the same with the Milk Chocolate, which is even lighter shade bronzer, and also I have the Pink Leopard to compare it with. So really none of these, when I put them together, come out as orangey as the new Gingerbread bronzer that came out this year. So I thought what was interesting was that they really, I couldn't find a duplicate within my bronzer, so I decided to go ahead and pick out the Cocoa Contour palette, which to me it had some orangey shades. It retailed for $44 and it was released earlier this year. I remember I did a video on it, and I want to see if this Cocoa Contour palette has any shades that would be even remotely similar to the Gingerbread bronzer that came out this year. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the deepest shade here and see. Well, that definitely is very deep and very brown, and when I put the same amount of pressure on with the Gingerbread one, you'll see that the deep, it's not as deep. It's definitely not as deep as the deepest shade in the Cocoa Contour palette, but the Cocoa Contour palette still has the same almost the same level of saturation and warmth as the Cocoa Contour, whereas the previous bronzers, the Chocolate Soleil, the Milk Chocolate Soleil, did not have as much warmth as this one does. So So I decided to go in with the medium shade, and I see with the medium shade it's also more like cool toned. So what this tells me is if you're you know, have more deeper skin, then maybe that gingerbread bronzer would be a good match for you. Or maybe, you know, you actually have like a tan or something and you want like a warm tone bronzer. But other than that, I think that if you don't have that warmth, or you're not looking to get that kind of warmth, you don't want to get an orangey bronzer, then maybe you should skip this altogether. Again, this channel is not an ad, so I'm just trying to give you my honest review here. I'm going to go ahead and compare it with the Hoola Bronzer, which I think a lot of people own by now. It came out many years ago, and the Hoola Bronzer is definitely more cool toned compared to the Gingerbread Man. So I'm seeing that the Gingerbread Man is way on the warmer scale. It's just not as deep as the deepest shade on the Cocoa Contour, but it is definitely very warm. I'm also going to compare it with Bronze Goddess from Estee Lauder, and to see if maybe Estee Lauder has like a you know, a warm toned bronzer in there comparable with that. But as soon as I swatched it, I just noticed that no, this is definitely way cooler than the Gingerbread Man. So yeah, what it comes down to is, at the end of the day, if you want a bronzy, warm tone bronzer, if not, definitely skip this. And don't worry, they will be coming out with more and more releases like they always do. So, but if you do have a deeper skin tone, then yes, this probably is something to consider picking up, but I would wait till they have better discounts. So what did you guys think? I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Let me know your comments down in the comment section below, and as always, remember to subscribe if you want to be entered into my monthly giveaways. And again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you.